CultureRepz TV. I'm here with the real Cee Lee, SoleCon, Miami. As you can see, looking real fly. The Coogi background, South Beach, the palm trees. Pay attention. You might catch a couple Lambos, the Bentleys. This is just Miami, the basics. Don't. I know it doesn't make sense. We're in hoodies and it doesn't sound right.
Basic about it, but you understand.
We're in hoodies on South Beach. It's cold. Don't judge me.
They think I'm flexing out here with the Coogi, but isn't it Coogi weather?
It's Coogi weather.
It's Coogi weather.
It's Coogi weather. So make sure you follow and check what he got going on. So, see, speaking of that, we're down here in Miami. We got SoleCon. Tell me a little bit about it. Like how, we're doing it with somebody else. It's like SoleCon and
yeah, So Fresh.
Okay.
Actually, this kid, I had like I said about you, I respect your hustle. I respect this kid's hustle. He's been hitting us up for a very long time, and he's just been like, it just wanted like me. He reminded me of myself. He just wouldn't take no for an answer. Like yo, I want to be down with you guys. I want to throw a show. Like help me throw a show. I was like, yo, bro, like you don't know what it is to throw this. It's like, but he threw a few on his own. I threw a couple shout outs at him. You know, he was building and building, and you know, I threw a show in Miami the last time, and I noticed that what I lacked was the ground presence to get people actually handing out flyers, because that's what makes my show different from a lot of shows. Just me out there handing out flyers. So he was one of those dudes as well. So I said, you know what? Let me give him a shot. So I said, you know what? Let's do this show. A third. Terrence is, you know, I have a partner, Terrence. I have a business partner, Terrence, and we split everything. So I allowed this kid to come in, and I said, if you provide this amount of, you know, we'll split it with you. So like I said, he's been showing up, and like I said, it's a joint production because we need somebody out here to hand. We got the internet presence.
For sure, yeah, absolutely.
But it's all about, you know, hitting that ground.
Yeah.
Lines,
partnerships, networking, different cities.
Yeah, so
never
it's not about the money. It's all about the, you know, the exposure of both teams. So shout out to, you know, I Speak Soul. Follow I Speak Soul on Twitter and IG, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. So Soul Fresh is the name of his company. Doing a great job. And SoleCon is the second time out here.
Yeah, I know So Fresh. We talked to him last time at your show. We were there as well. So,
like I said, he's in all our shows, supporters. Like, I'm not the easiest person to contact. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I don't answer my phone. I have thousands of missed texts, not because I'm trying to. It's literally a lot of calls. So he's just persistent, got through, and yo, we doing a big show tomorrow.
That's awesome, man. It's good. I mean, you're in Miami in October, beautiful weather. It's like perfect weather conditions.
I knew it would be.
Yeah.
I love Miami. Shout out to Florida. I graduated from UCF. You were saying right?
So yeah.
That's dope. Right down the street.
This is actually home. Like South Florida's home for me, but CultureRepz resides in Orlando. You know, just a 3-hour drive. So
I didn't even know that, man. Like that's my second home. Born and raised in Brooklyn. I became a man, I think, in Orlando. I went to graduated, like I said. I went through some shit in Orlando. People think it's peace and quiet. No, it ain't.
Shout out to UCF Knights. You know what I'm saying?
Go Knights, man. They Division 1, man. You making it on the bowl.
It's actually, I understand. Yeah, I understand. It's also like one of the fastest growing schools in the country.
Yo, actually, you know how many times I got lost on that damn campus? Y'all need to do something about it. Y'all need to train on that shit or something, because it's the second biggest campus in the United States.
Yeah.
So it's like, I didn't know that my class.
And I mean, just Central Florida in general is growing. It's growing.
I went out there the other night, and it was on Orange Avenue. They had that Halloween. They take that shit serious.
It's real serious. I bartend down there. I understand. So check this out. So alright, so we got the show. We got you know, just to touch base on a few things that kind of like struck a chord now. So you have Terrence, and I understand you guys got what? Soul Chasers?
Soul Chasers.
Okay, tell me a little bit about that. A little background, a little history.
Alright, well, yeah. To make a long story short, like kind of like the clip notes. I missed out on the Galaxy phone pilots, man. I really.
Who did it? Who did it? That is It's probably like one of the worst weekends of my life. Bro, one of the worst weekends of my life. You're in Orlando, because All-Star Weekend was in Orlando.
You ain't miss it like I missed it though. You ain't know, I missed it the worst way.
Tell me.
I missed it. I was outside. I got the drop. I thought Staten Island Mall was the low spot. Nah, bro. Got the drop. I was out there 4 days. I was out there on Wednesday, son. It dropped Saturday. Waited outside 4 days. 4 days, son. In my uncle's car. It was like me and my boy Harvey. Me and Harvey been copying samples since 15. Make a long story short, 4 days, Saturday come. So we don't even know what exit they doing the shit from. It was just mayhem, son. Fucking cops on horses. It was just, I almost fought this big.
It sounds like Orlando. Bro, I was watching, it was in Orlando at the Florida Mall.
I'm gonna get to Orlando in a second, okay? So, I'm there, like I said, Saturday, Friday, they decided to hand out the tickets. So, I'm online, I'm like number 91. I was in out there 4 days and I'm still 90. Crazy, right? So I get a ticket, we all out there, they finally calling out the rapid tickets right there. A couple dudes I know won, I didn't. I didn't even think the LeBrons or the KDs.
Tell me about that weekend though, like so much heat released.
There was so much,
no one
I didn't think of nothing but the phone.
That's it.
So like, I was like, fuck them LeBron.
Yeah.
Fuck the KD.
I don't need the big bands. I don't need the KDs.
After I didn't get the phones, I was tight. But yo, it ain't stopped there. Yo, I knew I graduated from UCF, so I knew my mom had a crib in Orlando. I had a bunch of friends that had a crib in Orlando. I bought the next thing smoking to Orlando because I knew the All-Star game was in Orlando and they would have more pairs. I hit my man up on the phone. He was like, yo, they postponed it. Niggas is bugging. There's a riot. So they pushed it back. They said they pushed it back to Tuesday. I said, fuck it, I ain't bet. I'm gonna buy a ticket from Saturday to Tuesday. I'm gonna get my like the last flight out. So how they let the shit come out on Wednesday, son?
It was nuts.
Son, I was mad at everything. So as I'm going home, I get home to Orlando. I thought they said that they moved them to Tampa. They was just like they was in Orlando no more. They wasn't gonna release them. They sent them back to Nike.
Dude, I was hurdling.
My dude, listen, it's all a sneaker, son.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I bet.
It was crazy. It was a crazy weekend for sure.
So as I go back after the weekend was over, I sold my unborn child for those sneakers, man. Go back to New York to just get the text, yo, they just released this shit. I'm like, son, and at that point, $1,100 seemed like way too much money. I wasn't paying that, so I just let them rock. Like, fuck it. So, how Soul Chasers came about, I was pissed. So, I started Facebooking about it, tweeting about it, whatever you could do. So, I decided to make a blog about, how fucked up Nike was, about their releases, how they're doing it. Like, I've been copping Nikes when niggas didn't even know what I had on my feet. So I'm like, it was such for me not to be able to get a sneaker that I really wanted, I was out there like, it pissed me off. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna write about it.
Yo, pause on that real quick while you writing about it. I made it to, for that release, and shout out to Soul Search, my boy at Soul Search, Chris. He can verify it. I'm in the front, I'm like, I got this. I'm gonna get this released. All the Nike reps are telling me, dude, they're not releasing. Go home. Go home. I'm like, no, I'm gonna have to get denied at the register when the door opens. Door opens, I got denied at the register. I walked up, Galaxies, they're like, no. I was like, all right, have a nice day. They released on Wednesday.
Son!
Upset. I waited all night, riots, the whole night.
I waited 4 days. It took really a week of my life. I was upset. It took bread.
Yeah.
It took friendships. You know what I'm saying? It took real shit. I bought it shit. I fought with niggas because you thinking they were gonna get them. The dudes that got them, that ran home with them, son. I don't even know how they made it home. So shout out to my dude, bro. Like I was saying, shit was crazy. So I'm blogging about it. I spoke with this like a homie that I was talking to on the phone. I told me there was a riot. Was my boy Terrence? He's actually the other owner of SoleCon. He's the co-founder. That day we were pissed. We both became really good friends. We were speaking maybe every 5 minutes. I knew, so we became really close over there.
Yeah, for sure.
From a distance, we really never even seen each other. But until I got out there. And he's really close friends with a friend of mine, Iris, and his wife are best friends. Iris is my homie, and Terrence is Megan's wife, and Megan and Iris are best friends. So make a long story short, we became really cool. Made the blog, decided that blogs and the internet was going out of style. Everything was turning into an app, so we decided to turn into an app.
Okay.
This is where it gets juicy. You're gonna like all of this. You're gonna want to.
I think I know where this is going, but let's go. Let's go.
I think
I enjoy reading.
Yeah,
let's put it that way.
I think you know where it's going. I think this is what you wanted, but if you wanted, this is what you're gonna get.
It's your call. Like I'm not saying anything.
Look,
this
man,
is all you.
Look, man, I'm gonna just brief it. I'm gonna make it brief. So I don't want to. I think I've given too much energy to this situation. So I'm just gonna keep it brief, just so you have something to talk about. And at the same time, I don't give this person too much credit for anything. But at the same time, like, I thought that an app would be the best way to go about blogging because everybody was on their phone, nobody's gonna be on the computer. I wasn't on the computer. I never really used the computer. You know what I'm saying? I just used my phone. So, like I said, me and Terrence came up with the idea. We wrote out the whole business plan of what we want to do with the app. I'm a promoter by nature, so I was promoting at the time. One day I ran into a gentleman that actually I will not mention his name, but I ran into a gentleman that I went to high school with. So when I met him, I met up with him again. It was like, oh, bro, long time no see. What are you up to? I told him what I was up to, and I told him what I was up to. He was like, holy shit! Like when I explained, on the app, he said, Bill, this is what I do. I can help you. So we actually met at a nightclub trying to promote a nightclub. On the side, I have a book bag on me. You got your book bag over here in a business meeting. I explained I was, had my laptop while I was building an app. So we spoke about the app. Said he can build it for about $15,000. Decided to, he couldn't build it. I couldn't afford $15,000 at the time, but I can afford $5,000. Like I could literally put a deposit on it, and then I would throw a few more parties, and then I'd be able to pay off the rest of it. So, like I said, I was like not working at the time. Literally was in the street. All my money literally came from everything I was doing. Like not good. So I had a few racks. I took what I could, 5, handed him. He'll tell you, singles, 10s, 20s, money. Put down my app. Didn't really think about all the legal logistics of everything I was doing. So, I did have the app. I had all my soul chase and everything, copywritten and everything, but the idea of SoleCon, which I'm about to tell you about, wasn't. So, like I said, I needed something to fund it. I couldn't come up with anything with the money, just $15,000 out of nowhere, just, it would take me too long, I needed it now. They said, yo, here's a project, I'll give you a few days, come on, we'll do it. So I needed the best thing I knew I was doing parties. So I threw parties. So all the parties I was throwing at the time were actually maybe one would be rained out, one would be snowed up. It was just weather was not. It was just I could never gauge, if I was gonna make this amount of money because an event would probably be like a music concert would come off that night. And it just, so only thing that I needed was kind of weatherproof and proof of anything was sneakers. Like I knew I was literally sleep outside all night for a sneaker.
It's me,
So I said, let me throw a sneaker party. So it was literally, like I said, a sneaker party, a party that you can dress up and your sneakers will be your outfit. Not only that would be appreciated that night, as opposed to you can't wear your sneakers that night. You know, in New York you can't really wear your sneakers, so I rented out a spot. I usually rent for parties at night, but I rented out